heard of D-Day, Pearl Harbor, and Dunkirk. But what if I told you that over 3 million Indian soldiers fought in World War II, and most of us were never taught their story? They were the largest volunteer army in history, yet their sacrifices are barely mentioned in our textbooks. Picture this. It's 1942. A young Indian farmer's son, barely 18, is handed a rifle and shipped thousands of miles away. He doesn't know the politics of Hitler or Churchill. He's fighting in North Africa, in Burma, in Italy, not for freedom, but because his country was under British colonial rule. By the end of the war, nearly 90,000 Indian soldiers had died, and hundreds of thousands more were wounded, captured, or missing. But here's the shocking part. When the war was over, their names and stories weren't celebrated in classrooms or movies. Instead, history remembered the generals, the Western victories, and the Allies' leaders, while the Indian soldiers who held the front lines were erased from the narrative. Even Winston Churchill, who relied on Indian troops, dismissed their sacrifices. In fact, he once blamed Indians themselves for the Bengal famine, a famine that killed millions, while Indian soldiers were feeding Britain's war machine. Think about it. If you grew up in India, Britain, or America, did your school textbooks ever mention the 3 million Indians who fought? Probably not. And yet, without them, the war might have looked very different. So why were they forgotten? Was it colonial politics, or simply that history is written by those in power? Here's the truth. History isn't just about dates and battles. It's about people. And when we erase those people, we erase lessons about sacrifice, injustice, and resilience. The forgotten Indian soldiers of World War II deserve to be remembered, not just as statistics, but as humans who fought a war that wasn't even theirs to begin with. If you believe their story deserves to be told, share this video. The more people know about this, the harder it becomes for history to ignore them again. And if you want more hidden stories like this one, hit subscribe, because history isn't just what's written in textbooks, it's what we choose to remember.